Hi guys, Ryan here, back for Scorpio this time. So like I've stated in every video, I work on intuition, and that's what I feel in the cards and what I feel when I'm reading. I use what I feel within me to help read the cards. I read for the collective, not for any person in particular and not any situation in particular. Now, that may result in sometimes not resonating with people, but that's common when it comes to readings. But if you know it resonates to you, then it resonates to you, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. Now, I do tend to swear, and if you don't like swearing, I suggest you click off the video, because I'm not going to edit, because I don't have the time to edit for my own personal readings. Now, with that said, let's get on with Scorpio. So, what is going on with Scorpios for the month? What is going on for Scorpios for the month? What is going on for Scorpios for the month? So, you're being a bit delusional with yourself. I'm picking up that you like to tell yourself you can cope. You like to tell yourself you can fly away if you like. But she's upside down, and we all know when things are upside down on the ceiling, if you like, it's going to fall and hit the floor. Those wings are no good if you're falling to the ground. You like to tell yourself you have these wings, but the reality is you don't know how to lift off. You're being very secretive about certain things. You'll be open about a certain situation, but you won't be fully open about it. It's like you're scared of either someone else taking control, or you're scared that you're going to reveal too much. You like to leave a bit of mystery. You're wanting to leave some mystery. But I'm also getting you're sneaking about. And when I say sneaking about, I don't mean literally, creeping around the corner or looking up at someone. You're being sneaky with not so much sneaky, smart. You're being very clocked on and very, what's the word for it? Very calculated on your answers. So let's say someone asks you a question. You'll say something that sounds good and just fits right without giving away too much. You're very much chopping through the woods, making your own path. People will follow with that path, whether it be friends, family, kids. You've got stuff behind you and people behind you that will follow you through your path and the journey you're going to take, but you're the one creating it for yourself. No one else is telling you to, no one else is forcing you to. You're doing it because you want to. It's like you've sat at a camp, had the fire, smoke's gone up, it's alerted other people by that you're there, you're now on the move. You don't want to be stuck there, you want to move. And you don't care if someone catches you, that's not your goal, to hide from someone. You made that fire out in the open because you know people would see. You don't care that people see, you just don't want to be there anymore. You want to chop through the wood and build that new something for you, high above everything. The shit on the ground, you want to be above it, stable, and you want to build that for yourself. So you can say, I did that. You're very close to home right now, I feel. You're trying to stay close to home, whether that's staying in, whether that's being near family. It's being close to home. You're more comfortable at the moment at home. So you don't want to go to work. You don't want to go and socialise. You don't want to see your friends. You'd rather them come to you in your comfort zone. You'd rather the people closest to you come to you. You ain't got no time for second-ass friends and crappy civil people you're with, or neighbours that you don't get along with. You want the people that you really care about. You want them close because you need their help. You need their help to move forward. You know you have the ammo and the ammunition to fight your way, but you don't want to do it on your own, I feel. You want that little support. It's not the support you're looking for, and I think you know it's not the support you're going to get just yet, but you'll take any support you can get because although you want to say, I'm big enough, I'm man enough, I can do this for myself, you want the help. You're drained, you're tired, you're stuck, you're confused. You want that little helping hand just to move you forward. I feel there's love on your mind. You want that soul connection, not just the shitty come and go love. You want that you have that need within you, and it's not knowing, there's just a need and a want, but you can't explain it. It's there and you want it, but you've not got it. It's not a love for yourself. It's much more stronger than that. It's being one, it's being whole. And it doesn't matter what someone tells you, because you know what you want, and until you get what you want, you're not going to be complete 100%. But it's like you're having to fight for you. It's like you don't think people know you're good enough, or you don't think you're good enough, or you think people don't think you're good enough about you. It's to do with not feeling good enough. You're making it obvious you can fight. You're gonna fight. You will fight for you. Because if no other fucker's gonna fight, I'ma fight. But why do you need to fight? If someone truly sees you for you, accepts you for you, and wants to fight for you, they will. Why are you going to fight a losing game? It's like chess. Why would you put your pawn and king in checkmate to know the next move is going to be the end of the game? Because once checkmate's done, the next move is putting the board game away. You put yourself in checkmate, board game away. And why would you put yourself into checkmate straight away? Why would you do that? It's about strategizing. Like, it's fair enough you can checkmate in 4 moves, but why? Why, if you're truly wanting to fight, why try and put all your cards on the table? Do a bit of poker, bluff it. Because why would you do all your moves and all your tactics in one go and get it out of the way and be like, well, I'm not doing this time. I'm not going to put up with that. I'm not this. It's okay that you are going to be like that, but don't fucking tell your competitor what you're going to do. What is the point in that? You've just given the answers to how to beat you now. It's okay that you are fighting for yourself, but you don't need to make it so obvious that you're fighting for yourself. You don't need to make it so obvious that this is what you're going to do, and whether they like it or not, that's what you're going to do. If they don't like it, they can fuck off. That's not always the answer. Sometimes you need to have your friends close, but have your enemies even closer, because sometimes it's best to have your enemies closer so you know what they're up to know it's not going to bite you in the ass. But us as humans, I don't get where we have this determination to prove something to others or prove something to ourselves. If someone says we're not good enough, then fuck it, we ain't good enough. Why do we downgrade ourselves that much? As a whole, human beings are mysterious because why do you need someone else to validate who you are as a person and what you want in life? I know we all like to feel like we have someone caring about us, or we feel like we have that something, but we all came into this world alone. Like, when you popped out your mum's vagina, you didn't have someone else next to you. Even twins come out one at a time. Unless you're having a cesarean, but they still pull one out at a time. You come out on your own. You're going to leave this world on your own. Yes, in this world, you have people. So you come in the world joining a family. You come in this world and once you're in the world, you meet people. You make friends. You make colleagues. You make people you serve with. You make enemies. But when you die, you're put in the ground alone. And when you leave your physical body and go into the spirit plane, you join people, but your spirit is still you alone. And that's the point. Why, as much as it is nice about needing someone to care for us, or wanting someone to, or want someone to validate us, validate yourself first. Because when you know your own worth, because how are you expecting to love someone and know someone else's worth if you can't even love yourself or know your own worth? If you can't even know your worth for yourself, how are you expecting to know the worth of somebody else if you can't even know your own worth? It's not just about the outside and what you present yourself as. It's like two Land Rovers could look the same, but one could be automatic, one could be manual. Unless you look inside the interior, you will never know whether that's manual or automatic. You won't tell just by the outside. Stop hurting yourself. It's either something's keeping you up at night, or you're doing it to yourself. The worries you have, they may be very valid. They may be worth having worries, but they're not to the extent you are worrying about it. What is you worrying going to change it? What is you worrying going to solve it? If you want something done, do it. Don't sit there and ponder over it. Actually get up off your feet, put your shoes on, and drag it forward. Move it forward. Force it forward. But like I said before, you can still force it forward without giving away your whole game plan. Bluff it. Make people believe what you're doing is your true game, and then bam, come at them with something else. Make them check themselves. It's like you may be able to popcorn, you can even popsicle, but you'll never pop me. It's very much like that. You need to surprise them. You need to have that surprise element to really, the shock factor. The shock factor that you're wanting, have it. But by giving your game out straight away, you can sit there and strategize, but if you're giving your plan out, you can't sit there and complain, how do they know what I'm going to do next? Or how come this? How come they're doing this when I've done this? Because you've told them. You've told them, so now they're going to do not what you want. Because if you want someone to do what you want, and you tell them, and you know they're not going to do what you want, why would you tell them? Or why would you tell people around you what you're wanting that person or the situation to go in hand your way, if you're going to tell people that it's involved in one way or another what you're doing? You then can't complain, well, it's not going my way. It's because you're just giving it away. You've just handed them the rule book to you. So let's get some advice for you Scorpios. So, what advice and guidance can we give Scorpios? What guidance and advice can we give Scorpios? What advice and guidance can we give Scorpios? Move forward, but for you. Shush a little more. Move forward for you. Don't do it to either impress someone or let someone know that you're going to do it because this is me. That's very much now. Not only are you going to show you can do it, you're going to make a point that you can do it. By you doing it is making the point. You don't need to make a point that you're making a point. Do it for you. You don't need to run around in circles and, well, this is how I'm going to do it, so now watch me do it. Do it. They're going to see. They don't need to know all the time. Take control. Stop thinking that you giving away shit is taking control, because it's not. Take control, but you don't need to tell them you're taking control. Play a little bit more innocent, a bit more vulnerable. Be a bit more mischievous and sneaky. But sneaky as in hide. Hide what your plan is. Keep that royal flush over the two pair. Make them think you've got a two pair, and then bam, hit them with the royal flush. Just do a bit of watching. Watching who's there for you. Watching who was actually, if you're not there for them, if you're not going to help them, if you're a bit off, who's actually going to care? Know your enemy, and when you figure out who your enemy is, have them even closer. Because if you tell someone your plan and it pisses them off, you don't know if tomorrow you're going to need them to help your plan. The person you piss off today may be the one person you need tomorrow. For whatever, even if it's self-gain. Be a bit more strategized about your plan. Don't just give it away. It's not wrong to be selfish and take back something. It's not wrong to take your inner worth and stop giving it to people to be like, this is me. And if I tell you, then I must validate myself, because me validating myself is showing that I validate myself. No. Show us without telling us. Don't tell me you're going to validate yourself. Validate yourself and show me literally that you validate yourself. That you know your self-worth. That what you're doing is for you. Show us. Show the world and the people around you. It's like if you want someone proud of you. People may be proud of you, but they don't always have to tell you every 2 seconds. Well, bitch, we're proud of you. Well, bitch, we're proud of you. Do you get it now, bitch? We're proud of you. Are you tired of me yet, bitch? I'm proud of you. That would get fucking boring. No. It's like, honey, we get it. You've told us your plan. I don't care now. You told me. It's very much like, stop revealing so much as if that's the answer. Because it's not. I don't always need, not me personally, but we don't always need, everybody doesn't always need to know what you're thinking or what you're going to do or what your next move is, because you know what you're going to get? People having their 2 pennies worth, but then you get pissed off or you get annoyed because someone dare have their say. The point is, don't put out your laundry to dry if you don't want to see what bloomers you're wearing. If you don't want people to see them, don't put them out. Put them on the air in your own house, now on that washing line, to dry. Because if it's out to dry, everyone's going to see it. And you know what people are saying? Everyone's opinionated. Everyone's going to have something to say. And if you don't like them opinions, you know what the best answer is? Don't tell people in the first place. When you start to do that, you will have people looking no matter what, but people won't have their say. They won't be able to burn you. They won't be able to hurt you. You'll be the one holding all the cards in the deck. And with this, you'll stop feeling lost. You'll stop feeling stuck and pushed aside and like you're not good enough and it's always a fight. You won't feel like that anymore. You'll be able to choose. You'll have someone wanting to choose you, and then you can choose whether, well, actually, is it worth it? Are you worth it? Now that I'm good enough, are you good enough for me? If they've brought you down in the past and you're trying to validate something with them, actually, are you good enough for me now that I know I'm good enough? Are you going to be toxic or healthy towards me? It's very much, you'll have them choosing you, not you choosing them, if that makes sense. You won't have to force to choose them and go, come like me. They'll want to like you and they'll be more up for it. You can choose whether you want that or not, but you're going to have to force someone to want to choose you. They're going to want to choose you because it's you. So it's very much about, I'm saying, what I'm getting from this reading is stop needing someone else to validate you. Stop revealing so much about yourself or about the things you're going to do. Start to be a bit mysterious, a bit in the shadows. Let the darker you come out. That's all I can suggest for you guys. Thank you for watching.